Chapter 34 Photo of Geto. Gojo decided it would be a good idea to spend another night in the hospital before taking Geto back to the dorm. Gojo watched Geto from the recliner. Geto had been distant since Gojo told him about leaving the hospital. Geto had his back to him, sitting cross-legged on his bed, staring at the window. Shoko knocked on the door and peeked her head in the room. "Hey guys, lunch?" She came in with a big brown paper bag and set it on the table. "Hey, Shoko," Gojo greeted her, getting up from the recliner. Geto didn't turn around. Shoko and Gojo exchanged worried glances. Shoko started to take boxes of Chinese food out of the bag. She ordered broth and steamed rice for Geto, as advised by Gojo. Gojo took a small container of chow mein and a pair of chopsticks to the recliner to eat. He gave a look to Shoko and gestured to Geto. "Geto, do you want to have lunch with me?" Shoko pulled out one of the chairs and sat down at the table. Geto slowly unfolded his legs and sat on the bed for a moment, noticing Gojo wasn't at the table and was giving him some space. He took a seat next to Shoko. Shoko started to eat her fried eggplant and noodles. Geto sat quietly and poured a little bit of broth into a cup of steamed rice. The silence was a little heavy. Shoko wondered if Gojo and Geto had an argument or something. "Oh, I passed the prettiest cat on my way here and took a great photo of him. He was a black cat, like you, Geto," Shoko joked. She pulled her phone out and showed Geto a close-up of a cat with yellow eyes and shiny black fur. He had a grumpy expression on his face, and Geto caught himself grinning at the photo. Shoko started scrolling through her recent photos to show Geto. Photos of food she ate, a dress she wanted to buy, a few selfies. She was trying to get to the older part of her camera roll, where she might have some pictures of her and Geto, or her and Gojo. "Look at this one, at our favorite ramen place." Shoko turned her phone around so Geto could see. It was a photo of her trying to take a selfie with her giant bowl of noodles, and Geto happened to be in the frame, but he wasn't looking at the camera. "Okay, that one's kind of lame," Shoko admitted, and kept searching through her photos. "Our last sports day, remember this?" She showed him a photo of Gojo and Geto wearing matching red tank tops, and they were both sweaty. Geto's bangs stuck to his cheek, and Gojo had perspiration running down the sides of his face. Gojo was holding a first-place medal in his hand and was sticking out his tongue at the camera. Geto was standing off to the side behind him, wearing a second-place medal around his neck, and he was throwing up the peace sign. Geto took the phone from her and stared at the photo for a while. Gojo and Shoko watched his expression. Geto's eyebrows furrowed a little, and they knew he couldn't recall taking the photo, or anything from that day at all. "Can I look?" Geto asked Shoko, waving the phone at her. Shoko picked up her chopsticks again so she could finish eating. "Sure, I don't have anything in there I wouldn't want you to see." Geto scrolled through a few more photos. Shoko favored food photos over anything else, and there were a lot of them. He was looking for photos with other people in them, but he didn't see anything interesting. He was about to hand the phone back to Shoko when he came across a couple of photos taken in a classroom. In the first photo, Shoko had taken a selfie holding up a thick packet of papers with 100% written in red on the top page. The next photo was of Geto sitting at a desk, looking down, holding his own set of papers. It looked like he was reading something out loud. He could not remember this moment either. It was strange to see an image of himself with no context or memory of the moment. Gojo was in the picture too, eyes on Geto. He had a soft smile on his face. Geto brought the phone closer. In the photo, Gojo was looking at Geto like he was the only one in the room who mattered. It was such an intimate, loving expression that Geto started to blush as he viewed the picture. Geto put the phone down on the table and picked up his spoon again, but he didn't eat. He glanced at Gojo, but Gojo was looking away.